What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below. As usual, go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. But this video is entitled Train to Misuse People. Earlier today, I was watching like a divorce court on YouTube. And this dude was horrible, man. He was sorry as I don't know what. But the thing about it was, she asked him to try to make his case. She gave him 20 seconds. And basically what he told the judge and his wife was, everything been going so good. I mean, we've been through a lot. Why mess it up now? Now, the most egregious thing the guy did was the son had an asthma attack. And he was asleep, and he didn't wake up because he said he sleep hard. But she basically was saying he was so drunk he was asleep. And the kid had to call 911, and his mother's actually a 911 dispatcher, and called 911 to get an ambulance to help himself out while his dad was in the room, knocked out. To the point where the medics and everybody came in, and he was still out when everybody was there. Now, the problem with all that is this. He had a smirk on his face because he knew he was using his wife or misusing his wife. I mean, sorry. When they be talking about Dusty, he was Dusty. You know, I'm going to go buy some sneakers and not pay no bills. He don't work, she work. That kind of situation, right? All he want to do is just, look fly. So what I looked at was like, this is a problem because the smirk on his face let me know he was raised to use people and misuse them at that, right? For his own benefit. And I've seen a lot of people pull this stunt where, in society, we like to think it's okay to use people up or to misuse them for our own selfish purposes. And thinking that's okay, because you feel like you're getting something out of it. It's okay, you're justifying what you're dragging another person through that's unnecessary. And you learn this from the home. When people put devalue other people or they value things over people. So, you might feel like you've been taught that, if you want to be looked at as important, you need to have this, and this. But the problem with that is you're taught to not earn it. You're taught to use people for it. So even if you get all these things that you covet in life so much, you're never really able to keep them, maintain them, because for one, you didn't earn it. You probably won't take care of it. You probably won't maintain it, and you probably won't know how to get it on your own. You get what I'm saying? So this delusional kind of twisted confidence of, I'm smart enough to get somebody to do something for me that I'm not going to do for myself. And, I can sit back and chill while they do all the heavy lifting is disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's not disgusting because, I saw a guy do it and I was disgusted. I've been disgusted in general, but, people will put a higher premium on men when we do things. I thought that was something on my shirt, but that's part of the doggone design. Anyway, the thing about it is, I don't like that smirk. It's kind of like when a person lies to you and they lying and they know they lying, but they're like, but can you prove it? And they kind of smirk, and it makes you just want to knock their teeth through the back of their throat. It was that got me, because, I'm glad him and the woman are getting a divorce and she can move on. He gonna be out of luck because the dude was like 27. So it is what it is. I don't know why she had a kid with him. That's not my problem. Whatever. But, the same thing goes on the other side of the fence when, Oh girl, get money out of him, get that bag. Oh, he's just a man. Men are beneath you. Blah blah blah. Use him for this, use him for that. It's okay. He's just a utility, he's just a tool. And you train it. That's okay. And it's gonna come a day where you're gonna realize, you spent your whole life using people that you had to devalue to make them use. It's no different than the ideology of slavery and the slave master. You devalue somebody. It's no different than the ideology of Jim Crow or the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? You make somebody of less value than another person, so you could treat them as such, and you justify yourself mistreating, adults, elders and children just because you can get something out of it. One of my favorite movies is Inside Man. And then y'all know that Spike Lee, Denzel Washington, I think Jodie Foster, I believe. And there was a particular scene where the guy that was the banker, he got his money he got his money helping Nazis, but he wanted to hide that. But the thing about it was, he was Jewish, and he said they paid too well for him they paid so well he overlooked what was happening to his own people because he was in it for the money. So he had no problem misusing people, but what he had a problem with was, no lie being able to live forever and the truth coming out about how he got his money. Because, to be a respectable businessman who was Jewish, bankrolled by Germans during the Holocaust was, it's probably a death sentence. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I think he was Jewish. I believe so. Because I don't think he was German. But he was trained to misuse people because that's, as long as he got something from it, it was okay. I'm rich. I got a nice, I live nice house, nice car, nice bank account. It's worth it. And I've run into a lot of people who don't make it to the nice house, nice car, nice account, that they just have a reputation of using people. And I've heard that speech a million times. When I get on, or when I get successful, or when I get some paper, I'm gonna look out for you, even though I stabbed you in the back. And if I stab so many people in the back and I can accumulate so much, then I'm all of a sudden turn into this good Samaritan who's like Robin Hood, giving back to the poor. That's not true. Because you're trained to do something that's just unethical. But in America, it's a capitalistic society. So, money beats morals. That's basically what goes on in this country. You don't have to have morals if you got money. And if you got money, it excuses your bad morals. Because people always say, oh, they got to be doing something right. They rich, right? And that to a degree that becomes very problematic as an ideology. Because now that's an ideology that people think that opportunist ideology seems to forget that if you're trained to misuse people, that you don't get to control how those people respond. And see, this is the part that kind of catches people off guard. Once you're exposed, or once the truth comes out, you control nothing whatsoever about how that person is going to view you and what they're going to do to you and what they're capable of doing to you. And this is why in society we say, you should never do this, or you shouldn't have done that, or that's taking it too far. That's really our pseudo way of saying that they deserved it, but I wish you would have did it in a way that didn't cause you to have to deal with all of these consequences. So it's just my opinion, of what I see in our culture. So it is what it is. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one. We out. Peace.